In this video we'll show how you can create a list control that has content in each row of the list that is dynamically shown or hidden depending on whether the row has focus. So you can see here that the button in the row that has focus is visible, but in all the other rows the button is not currently visible. So if I click, for example, on this first row, the button in the first row is visible and the button that was previously visible is hidden. So let's go now and see how this is done, and this is actually all done using CSS. So first of all, let's examine the CSS on an individual row in the list that is not currently selected. So you can see that basically the rows that are not selected have a class of list item. On the other hand, once we select the row, the class on the row changes from, let's just go do that over there, changes to list item selected. So you can see that a selected row has a class of list item selected, and a deselected row, a non-selected row, has a class of just simply list item. So we're going to use that when we define a class that controls the visibility of this button. So we'll go now back to the list control itself, and we'll take a look at the way the button is displayed in the list. So here's the button, and we can see that this button has a template that wraps the button control in a span with a class of hidden button. So let's go and take a look at how that CSS class is defined. So I'm going to go here to list properties and then scroll down to local CSS, and I can see that the hidden button class is defined as visibility hidden. So that means that on all of the rows the button is actually going to be hidden because the class is hidden button. However, on the row that is currently selected, the class on that row is going to be list item selected, and this CSS construct over here says that the hidden button CSS definition changes from visibility hidden to visibility visible if the element is inside another element that has a class of list item selected. So this is the only CSS that is needed to implement the ability to dynamically show and hide content in a list row based on whether the row is selected. The only wrinkle here is that this code is now all working for the alpha style. And the alpha style, you can see that basically we can see over here that the alpha style is our currently selected style, but the alpha style is different than all of the other styles in that the alpha style does not use the class name in the CSS. So if we were to switch now, for example, to GR blue, our solution wouldn't work because the class name on the selected row is not just list selected, it's actually GR blue list item selected. So I'm going to go and make an addition to our local CSS over here. So we're going to go down now and go back to controls and then go to local CSS, and we're going to go here and add another CSS class over here where we basically put the style name using the style placeholder in front of list item selected. So now when we go and we run this list, it's going to work both for the alpha style and also for any of the other CSS styles that the UX component supports. Thanks very much for watching.